This video and others like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. Please show your support with a like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any new videos. If you want to get involved with the channel, consider becoming a channel member. There are many benefits to channel membership, including access to our Discord, exclusive deck tech and strategy videos, and the opportunity to help create channel content. I want to sincerely thank all our channel members, as I truly couldn't do this without your support. You guys rock. Go Commando.
This is SwagDean back on Dice Commando. It is Destiny Friday, and I've got more jank. This is, so I guess it's part of the series where I'm going through my favorite janky decks that, had play. You could bring it to a local. I called this deck Death's Rejoice, was I believe what I called it. And the premise of this one is pretty simple if you're familiar with these old characters. When you kill one of your opponent characters, Balatik can be readied. And with the Executioner, if an opponent's character is defeated, you can roll the die in. And with the Executioner Axe, if an opponent's character is defeated, you may roll this die into the pool. So the deck was all gas. How quickly can we kill a character? It was very good if you played into Ewoks or a wide deck with a lot of low health characters. Because once you got going, it was pretty hard to stop it because you pretty much rolled everything back in again. And the nice thing about the Executioners and the Executioner Axes is that you can do them before. They don't have to be exhausted and then get readied. You do that with Balatik. So with Balatik, ideally you'd have fast hands on him. And he was also your elite character. He was the first to die. But if you could roll in Balatik and then resolve some damage, kill something, then all your Executioner and Executioner Axe dice all roll into the pool. You can resolve them, and then you can activate again. Balatik got ready because you killed something. You get to activate him again. Your Executioners can actually get rolled in now since you got them in quickly. So, and it did get use out of some cards that I think they should have more value, but didn't always get played. One is Training. Non-unique red character only. Attached character is elite, so then it would make the Executioner a 2-die character. And as a 2-die character, they both would come in if you trigger the death, which is awesome. Another one was Deadly, where you could just remove one of the character's character dice and deal 2 unblockable. That was good on Balatik because he only has the 1 gun, and he had the +2. And we got a lot of melee in this deck. I think I did have a gun. I didn't bring all the dice cards out, but like the Riot Baton, the Vibra Knife, all the Executioners, the Executioner Axes, the Electro Staff to try to get rid of the pay side on the Executioner. It's all melee. So the 1 gun, you'd resolve that, but if you got the +2, it's effectively a blank a lot of times. So Deadly was nice. Also just to threaten. So we want to get a kill as fast as possible, so all of our dice come in, because Deadly was good for that, or it just makes those blanks on the Executioners now deal 2 unblockable damage, which is awesome. So it makes them more consistent. What other tricks do we have in this deck? So because it's 8, 11, 8, we did actually have points for a plot. So Preemptive Strike, after setup 2, deal 2 indirect to an opponent, and usually that gets the party started. They may spread it out, but if they put it in 2 into somebody, that's the first one to die, so I can get this whole thing going. The Executioners and Balatik also had resources. Bait and Switch was great, just to kind of flip 2 and got to get the damage. You can see Unpredictables and other cards. It was just quick. How fast can we get damage? Aftermath was a nice way to get resources, so you could play more upgrades or add more gas. All about gas. I had very little mitigation in this deck. Is that I wanted to kill 1 character before one of mine died. And then if I got that going, I might be able to kill a 2nd character before one of mine goes down. But if you slow me down, if there's a lot of removal, I don't really get that much bigger. Usually you'd get fast hands would get down, and then usually you'd get 1 or 2 upgrades. But the Executioner Axe has a pay side. The Executioners have pay sides. So sometimes you did have some issues with money and ramping. But, they're decent dice to get out. But I didn't have a huge upgrade package. Things like backup muscle is great, just to finish people, get everything going. It's harder to stop that one from happening. And Calm Tower, resolve one of your dice, increasing its value by 1 if you spot a plot. We have a plot. And so, that was also a nice way to pump damage. You didn't want to finish anyone because there's a claim ability. But if you had someone where you could get them low enough so that you could hopefully do the Balatique Fast Hands strike at the beginning of the next round. Or if you could open, like you activate Balatique, get his dice in, and then if they have like 1 health left, you can back up muscle him, ready Balatique. There's a lot of ways to get to the cool plays for this deck. And it worked or it didn't. So if it didn't, it came apart spectacularly. And there's lots of times where you're just like, I'm just rolling blanks. There was the other plot where you could resolve your non-unique like trooper dice as indirect, like the blanks. And I think I played with that one too, because like you'd have some days where it's like all I'm getting is the +2 and these blanks, these executioners, and then I'm dying. So the deck didn't always work, but sometimes you did get the dream came together. You roll in, you kill something, everything comes all back in. Maybe you can kill something else. It was so much damage so quickly if they couldn't stop you from doing it. But there was a lot of meta answers at the time. There was some pretty shield-heavy decks. I think around the time I was building this, Vader was a thing. Oh God, could Vader kill me? So, it wasn't perfect, but it was a really fun deck to bust out. And against certain matchups like Ewoks, it was evil. It was just evil. I love this deck for when you got one of those matchups. So, all right, this is my next in the series of my own personal history of Jank, with my Death's Rejoice deck. And keep tuning back in here on Destiny Fridays. I have more nonsense. That's just most of what I did in the world of Destiny. I had some brushes with semi-meta decks that I enjoyed, but I was a Jank master, so this was one of them. Thanks again for tuning in, and go Commando.